Hello.
Cool.
I think Charlie's 2-year-old mother was coming in. She was not able to get married.
Can you get her like baby Tylenol?
Man, he's gonna do it because stuff like that earlier. My back is up earlier now. Let's see. Charlie? It's like hard to give her a time off and she's gonna like hold her down. She doesn't just do it herself. She'll spit it out. It's like a real huge fucking process. It's so hard. And you gotta start dosing her water or something. I don't know.
You gonna drug her?
She's very stubborn. It wasn't like you were actually like really.
Yeah, hang me by my, take me above the bed by my foot.
I think you probably would have you would take them off. You hit something and I was pissed. I think you were hurting. Oh man, I had no patience. You're the reason why I have patience. And I still yell at you, even now.
Yep. Do you? You don't yell. You're a saint.
I yell all the time, dude. I talk about it.
What'd you say?
I said I yell at you all the time. Did you look in the school yet?
No, I forgot. Low key.
What?
I said, nope, I forgot, low key.
You hear her can do that. Start doing some classes.
Yeah.
What time you gotta go work tomorrow?
110.
What time you think getting on?
Depends. No.
Lunch?
No.
You're getting less than 6 hours?
Yeah.
Make sure you go over 6 hours or else something wrong. Seems like those guys don't know what they're doing. They're doing stupid shit.
Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear. That's pride.
Look at Josh tomorrow about contract. See, people are much better.
Because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset.
Yeah.
That's what the stewards in the morning too.
And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart.
I was playing this guy in Madden earlier. I'm in a franchise with him online. And I absolutely crushed this guy, right? And he like rage quit. I was up like 24-0 and I got my third like user pick on him in like the second quarter. He was not very happy. I sent him a GG and he didn't respond.
Did you do that because you were being a dick?
No, I do it no matter what. No matter how the game turns out, I always send a good luck and a GG at the end, no matter what. Yeah, he was not happy, it seemed. But yeah, Jeremy, every time I beat Jeremy, he's like, Madden gave you that. It was a gift. And then every time he beats me, he's like, man, I got real lucky. He'll be like, yeah, I earned that. I played so well. I'm like, did you? Or is it just Madden decides who's going to win each game? And then that's what happens. Jason too, though. They just like conspire against me, and they're like, man, you're so lucky. Jason got a double fumble the other day. I fumbled, recovered the fumble, started running with my running back, and fumbled with my running back. My quarterback fumbled. He smacked my running back that picked it up, and then he fumbled.
And then Jason recovered it?
Yeah, twice.
Madden was like, you're not getting this.
No, yeah. Yeah, it was a whole ordeal. And he's like, you know, I've seen a lot of bad ones, but I've never had a double fumble. And I was like, yeah. And I just whooped Jeremy today a bunch.
That does happen though, but not. At least. But if that would have been like your only fumble of the game, would you say you fumbled like 8 times?
No, I fumbled 7 times before the second quarter.
Yeah, that's.
Before it was over. Before half, I mean.
The only one of the day.
Yeah, I was not very happy, least to say. I was like, cool, I got it back.
Oh, I see a bird moved in there, huh? Keep up the line off the chat team. They're just like strong, like, hey, don't you sit there, you're not first, think they're guests. Think behind the light.
Nice. The funny thing too is in those leagues that they bitch about, their teams are way better than mine. In the league with me and Jason and Jeremy, their teams are way better than mine, and I still beat them all the time, and they still bitch about it. Jeremy keeps trying to get McCaffrey from me. I'm like, no, you're not getting McCaffrey.
Who did?
Jeremy.
Ryan tried to trade some dumb shit earlier.
Do they have internet in Kansas? Is he going to be able to check his team?
Dude, I think there's a town in Kansas that has Google Fiber, so...
What? I don't know Google Fiber.
Oh, I picked up the Chargers defense this week. They're playing Denver. Because Dallas is playing Green Bay. like Winston's playing New Orleans, Brissett's playing KC, John playing Houston. Odell, what sucks is Odell is playing the Niners. But like, I guess we have like the best fucking defense. So,
You see that thing I sent you today about Super Bowl odds?
oh yeah, I did. I'm not buying anything that yet. I think they're a good team, like I told you. I'm not looking at anything like I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender. You'll see. I still think the Rams are better.
I don't know, man. The Rams look weird.
We'll see. They do that.
I think Shanahan's just as good as McVay. There was just all that McVay hype because the Rams made the Super Bowl last year.
What do you think better, Garoppolo or fucking
Garoppolo is significantly better than Jared Goff.
We just don't have. I don't know. They got some good wide receivers, though. They got better.
They have awesome wide receivers.
Our defense is pretty damn good with that front line. So but they have they're going to be injuries. You know, like everybody needs to fucking.
Well, okay, the number 2 pick in the draft 2 years ago is a depth defensive end for you guys. So like, you're okay with you have pretty good depth if somebody gets injured. By the way, you guys took Solomon Thomas in a draft that had Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. Just so you know.
Yeah, but did they already have Garoppolo?
No.
So, that wasn't the new guy yet, was it?
No, I don't think so. Dude, Deshaun Watson's gonna be, I've been on Deshaun and Lamar way before they were good. I just think they're talented quarterbacks. It's way easier to be a quarterback now, and they're winners. They've both won. Like, how are they gonna end up being bad? Especially like, can you imagine if Kyle Shanahan had Deshaun Watson instead of shitty Bill O'Brien? What would he do?
Texas?
I don't know how. Unless they're good, they have to win a playoff game. They have to win one.
They're like, I told you, go to Reddit and go to the Texas Reddit. Oh my god.
They're all mad or what?
Yeah, they hate him.
He's not good.
They were talking a bunch of shit about the coach.
No, it shouldn't have. Why do you guys say stuff like that?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Shit.
Stops, make it third. And taking it across midfield.
I don't know if Yannick's ever the Yeti fairness, but it's so good. The UPS one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get another one so I have to jump in because until I get back in here and drink extra fucking coffee.
Why do you need another one?
So I have to wash the one every day. Why you gotta be a hater?
I'm just curious, bro.
Curious. and then he's done. Now I'm gonna walk away.
Dude, like last week, I caught a touchdown against Jeremy. Both feet were like super out of bounds, and they counted it, and Jeremy challenged it, and challenges don't work in Madden for some reason. And they just never work. And so I won it, even though my team, like I was, both feet landed on the white. It was bad. He was not happy, to say the least.
Yeah, you told me. You should have seen the video of that. Just so you could avoid just sitting in there.
Yeah.
Because now you can, like, there's a way to get it on the PlayStation 2, right? Which, just randomly sent something. He's like, fuck you.
Dude, he like rages. It's so funny.
I can hear him.
Oh, but it was bad
He's
today.
like exactly the same.
It was really bad today. He was like, I got this crazy catch. So I was up 24-0, and he made this terrible comeback. It shouldn't have happened. Madden was gifting him a bunch of stuff, right, the whole time, and he kept going like, oh, I got lucky there, right? And then I have 40. He left me 40 seconds left. He's up 1 point. I get one big play and then 2 small ones. I kick a field goal and win. My one big play was a pretty crazy catch, but he's like, Madden fucking gift wrapped it for you, and he's all mad. I'm like, dude, the only reason you were even in that game is because Madden gift wrapped it for you. Jason too. Jason actually beat me for the first time. He put, huh? Oh.
I was gonna ask you about that because I came last week. It was just a paperwork before. Yeah. But now they want the paperwork. Tons of features and you get to go through a lot of things. They're like, hey, I know. Hey, it's whatever they want. You want some dumb shit? Whatever. Well, the thing is, it'll take us long, but yeah. But it's the same way with us. But, you know, to be honest, it feels sucks. Like, yeah. It's totally new. Yeah, there's people that being here. I mean, good enough for more than a month. They do okay. Yeah. So, but they're not doing what I'm doing. They're doing bigger stuff, breaks. Oh, and they're taking pictures for that too. And it's important. So it's not just like with the camera and taking pictures and doing big work. You have to go through a lot of stuff. Yeah. So it's not like, okay, I'm gonna take a picture here. I have to keep checking around. You know, it's like a lot of time. Yeah. And that's a lot of stuff on the brakes. Yeah. Because you have to create and take features, playing on the notes. But yeah, the brakes were bad. If you didn't do brakes, right? Well, this shit is not a feature. But they want you to explain them. Yeah. I mean, come on, it's already done. Yeah. Just think of it like the broken line and that's it. But they want you to explain why. I mean, they already seen it on the feature. Why are they asking? Well, no. The back of right now, it's starting. They can't see it because they don't see the lights. So that's why I took it off. Yeah. Well, they don't see that it's broken. Because they don't know the feature too loud. You know, it's broken. You can light on it. It's not very good. That's what they want. This time, they want to get rid of the game. It's not going to happen because the more mistakes you throw on the computer, it will be harder for them to find out. Because I mean, the paper is easy to erase. And then on the computer, you made a mistake, you cannot, because right here, glass, easier for them and for us on the paper. Yeah, I try to, that must save them a lot of money in the long run. I guess. trying to get rid of the paper, but yeah, it's gonna be. I feel like that's a long process. No, and also, it's right to say about money because they're not gonna spend money on paper. They just spend money on the tablet. But if you would broke it or lose it or things, they're not losing money. Yeah. So, well, I know. We'll see how it works. Alright, it don't work for them. They didn't go back to the thing. Yeah, alright, sir. Have a good night. You too. Thanks.
Dude, let me control him. Jesus. He like locks you in animations. It's so frustrating. Especially, it was the start of the play. It wouldn't let me control him out of the backfield. Stupid.
Yeah, I think that's something that they really need to work on in the next generation. I think the animation blocks, they need to make you be able to break out the animations.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It would be fucking good. Man, I don't know how they can do it. If they could somehow wire up like everybody on 2 NFL teams and have a play game and be able to get all that data.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I just feel like all that data.
So earlier, right?
The way people move, the way they get hit.
So earlier I was playing a game and I was on I caught the ball on the 5-yard line or the 10-yard line. I was running a little bit. Dude started tackling me. I broke a tackle right at the 5, and I was stumbling. That was the animation I got. I broke the tackle, but I was stumbling, and I tried to dive for the end zone, and you can't. I'm stumbling, but if I'm falling forward, I should be able to just dive for the end zone.
I agree with you 100%.
I'm already falling forward.
Do they have a Twitter where you can make suggestions?
I have no idea.
You should see. That might be a good constructive criticism.
More dynamic animations.
Well, just make a stumbling forward. That's a super easy. Hey, if you guys ever thought about when you're stumbling forward, just to dive. Especially if you're close to the end zone. That's what you would really do.
Yeah, you let me dive. Yeah, it's dude, like that. Another thing that's really annoying is corners won't be looking and they'll turn around and just know the ball is there. And you're I get that. What they need to do is get those animations where what they do in real life is where they don't look, they just reach their hands out. There's nothing like that. They just know the ball's there and they turn around and jump and intercept it. And it's it should be if anything, it should be a knockdown because they put their hands up and then, they knock the ball down. But it should never be an interception. There's this one, quarterbacks never throw it far enough. You can have perfect stats, and they're not going to throw it far enough on deep balls. And if your corner is neck and neck with the receiver, you can stop and just jump and intercept it, and you get a big jump animation. That one really pisses Jeremy off. Jeremy gets mad. I do it all the time because it's easy, and I'm not going to not take advantage of it. He goes, "That's not physically possible." That's what he says all the time. That's impossible.
Hey, bro, we're fucking playing Madden, alright? You gotta let go of shit like that. The fucking fumbling too many times, or throwing too many interceptions, I get that. But all the other shit, it's a fucking game. It's never gonna be right here. It's always gonna be off.
We're offensive linemen, don't even matter. Jeremy, has a really good offensive line, and I have, a decent one, and mine just plays way better than his does, and I have just significantly better run blocking and stuff, and pass blocking. His defensive line is better than mine, and his offensive line is better than mine, and I get sacked way less than he does, and I get way more sacks on him. And it's the plays I'm calling aren't crazy blitzes or anything. But it's also like Jeremy refuses to adapt, so he'll let the same thing piss him off over and over and over again. Or it's like, dude, that's just an animation. That happens in Madden. Like, that's, at some point you have to understand that. Though, like, the stuff that it gets really annoying, though, is like, when you play the computer, for instance, they almost always have, like, an 80-plus completion percentage. Which is, no matter how good your defense is, they could have, like, 100 for 100 yards. They could have 40 completions for 100 yards, but they're going to be 40 of 42. It's like, so they're not doing well, but they're just completing passes over and over and over and over again. And it's just like so unrealistic.
I think that was a record.
And like some players just play better than other players. Like something about them, their stats are way worse, but they do what they are supposed to do just significantly better, and it's just weird.
That's the whole fucking what you call it, baseball. Billy Bean. What's it called?
Moneyball.
Moneyball. That's that whole thing. There are just some players that just because you would look at them and you'd be like, what the fuck? But then you put them, 17, and they're just like.
But it's not. It's like for instance, Christian Kirk is like a 77 overall wide receiver from the Cardinals. He's like one of the better receivers in the whole game.
But if you just
no, like no matter what team you get him on, he catches more like Andy Isabella is another good one, who's also a Cardinals rookie receiver. He just catches everything. And it's like Jeremy has like 90 overall wide receivers and they just drop the ball. And I'll have like 78 overall wide receivers that have like 12 catches and they're all in traffic. And it's like, well, that shouldn't happen.
oh, G, my Instagram post for Broncos, he's in the free agent.
Yeah. He's old, though. And he was in AAA most of the season.
I know, but I like Bronco.
Brockstar? I think it's just like a new era of Red Sox baseball. Like, out with Pedroia and Holt and, like, some guys like that. And it's Xander Bogaerts. It's Bogaerts and it's Devers. Moreland's probably going to go away.
Yeah, Moreland's alright. I think Moreland's still got another year left, but Pierce is going to retire. Hopefully Pedroia retires and takes like maybe a job with the team.
That would be really cool. That'd be so cool. Like the hitting coach or something. That'd be awesome. Because he's like an awesome contact hitter.
And then, so you put Chavis at first. Maybe you re-sign Holt to play second, like kind of trying to.
I forgot about Chavis.
Yeah,
He's awesome too.
Second,
He's a first baseman. They need a second baseman. They don't have a second baseman. Yeah. I think his career he'll end up being a first baseman. They have such a good young core. That's like the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Like they have the perfect mix of veterans and young talent. And young guys that are amazing. Like Bogaerts is only like 26, you know? Betts is freaking awesome.
They can just get fucking JBJ to hit fucking
dude, it's a lost cause, man. It's a lost cause. That is not a hill you can die on anymore.
I still don't give him up.
I know.
I mean, you're never gonna have to pay him much.
Yeah. It's worth the elite defense, and he plays well in the playoffs, and that's what matters.
Yeah, and he actually does hit in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's weird, and I don't know why, and I don't understand, but he's like an amazing hitter in the playoffs.
Benintendi plays well enough that you can always just keep him. Like he's a good fielder, he gets decent. Like he's never gonna be like, oh fuck it, he might like have some good years, but I think he's just always gonna be a good player, not like a superstar.
I think I think he has some growing to do. I could easily, you don't see like the season Devers had, he could have next season. I could totally see him having that season.
He's still in his mid-20s, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 22 as well, or he's a year older than Devers, so he's 23.
No, I was gonna say he's older than Devers. Devers is like crazy young. Alright, well yeah, you keep him, you keep that outfield, you pay Betts whatever he wants.
Yeah, you pay Betts for sure. If they don't pay Betts, I'm gonna be sad.
I really don't think it'll be that. I think that they will. I think they know. Like, he is a face of a franchise. You do not let a player like that walk.
He's one of the 5 guys that are baseball. Like, baseball at this point...
He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
So you pay him, you let Porcello go, and if you have to trade him, like, you gotta stop paying for him. You got Leron, you got Price, you're probably stuck with fucking... You get whatever is going on, the sale fix. I don't care if it takes a year of you fix it.
I don't know what's wrong with
Sale. You
Sale.
need some bullpen people. You need a fucking closer.
They need a bullpen. They really regret not re-signing Kimbrel, I think. Dude, what the fuck are you guys doing? You guys had an opportunity to block 3 different people and didn't block any of them. I think you move on from Martinez, unfortunately. I think you do let him go.
But that's if he opts out his contract, he might just stay.
He's opting out, bro. That dude has hit 80 home runs over the last 2 seasons.
Until 5 days after the World Series.
Huh?
He's got until 5 days after the World Series to opt out.
He's gonna opt out, bro. Unfortunately, as much as I don't want to lose him.
They can re-sign him long term.
Why?
They can just figure out how to fucking contracts.
I don't think you. I think you front load them. I don't think we're gonna be good. I think you plan on not being good.
Okay, you might front load, but not this next season. They have to be under the fucking luxury taxes. They have to be. See, that's why I was saying you backload them.
Yeah, I think.
A little bit. You do some creative accounting.
Yes, next year you try and get it to be not very expensive, and then the year after that is when you let it. You try and get all of the money in 2 years. Like, not next year, but the year after, you want all the money to be in that contract. Come on! Are you kidding me? Dude ran a curl route, had a guy in front of him and behind him, and he caught it. They're at the beach. Yeah. So I can just scream and shout. No, I had a guy in front of him and behind him. He ran a curl route, caught it, gets cracked by both of them, and hangs on. It's ridiculous.
Are you gonna be up for a long time?
Yeah, probably.
I'll call you back. Just call down. Make sure you have a question about work.
Okay.
Alright, well then.
Love you too. Bye.
And calm down. Stop freaking out about Madden.
It's a stress reliever, bro. I told you that.
I'm fucking angry.
Stress relief.
Alright. Alright.
Alright, bye.
offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
That's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won by the game, won by the defense. Rather than just a field goal, that's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination,
dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on, smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, and gifted, Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold, it's rugged, rub it. What is up? I'm ready for all you got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scan when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
All on my wrist, AOB, just all off of getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew